This might be a chant that you've heard before. It's a discriminatory chant that has become synonymous with Chelsea Football Club, with a history spanning over 100 years. The origin of the term dates back to 1895, when a man named Tommy Swinscoe admitted he worked as a rent boy in a male brothel in West London. Rent boy, therefore, is a term used to describe a male sex worker. Since the 1960s, the term has been closely linked to West London and Chelsea. And from the 1980s onwards, football fans have travelled to Stamford Bridge and sang the Rent Boy chant towards the Chelsea fans, among other homophobic terms. In the last 5.5 seasons, Kick It Out has seen 61 reports of Rent Boy as a mass chant, a further 25 where an individual or a small group of fans have said it.
My name's Jake Williamson and I have been a Chelsea fan since the day I was born, with very little to say in the matter, to be honest. I have been exposed to the Chelsea Rent Boy chant both as a closeted gay man, but also as someone who is openly happy and comfortably gay. Young me, it made me feel like I couldn't be both. It made me feel like I couldn't be gay and support or play football. It put me further into the closet, as the saying would go, and it made me feel small, insular, and not worthy of being at the stadium.
Alan Bush, fan education manager at Kick It Out. I travel the country and work with football fans who've been involved in discriminatory incidents at football matches or online in relation to football games, in the capacity of challenging their behaviours, their views, to try and unpick what's behind their views. During my time at Kick It Out, I've worked with more than 40 fans who've been involved in using the Rent Boy chant or using the term Rent Boy online. I'm aware of a football fan who was bullied with the term Rent Boy while he was at school. And that fan went on to be at a football match, watching his team and hearing his team's supporters sing the Rent Boy chant. That fan then turned around and left the stadium and didn't return for 6 years.
In January 2022, something changed. After several years of campaigning from LGBTQ+ fan groups like Chelsea Pride and Proud Lily Whites, the Crown Prosecution Service declared the use of the term Rent Boy has to be categorised as a hate crime.
I had a focus and a vision to get that chant eradicated, and I was lucky enough to have incredible support from football groups up and down this country who wanted to see the same change. Now, you can walk into a football stadium knowing that if you hear such language, you can report with confidence knowing that people can face consequences.
So largely, in part to the adoption of the Crown Prosecution Service, we've seen a fallen trend on this chant. This shows the importance of the Crown Prosecution Service categorising derogatory terms like this as a hate crime. But homophobic chanting and homophobia within stadiums still exist, with many matches, including Chelsea and Brighton, being marred by homophobic abuse.
I sat with some friends in the away stand at a game this current season where a group of lads decided to harmonise the chant. The feelings were mixed, and I think there was an element of being scared, but also more so just uncomfortable. Watching this video today, you realise that you could be impacting someone really, really close to you or a fellow fan, and meaning that they might not go to games anymore or feel like they can't be both and have to choose a side. And I don't think that's fair.
It is unacceptable. If you see it or hear it, report it. Together we can change it. Together we can kick it out.